Job of the day. We are doing a boat trailer service. He had a seal blow on one of his hub and rotors. So I'm going to tear that down, clean his caliper, clean his brakes, clean everything on that. Do new bearings over this whole system. I'm going to flush his lines because it's a little rusty, just a little off color. So I'll flush the lines for him. But looking at my tester, got it plugged in. Reverse is on and working. That means a solenoid is getting good power. Tail tag is not working. So let's see what's going on with that. Okay, we got an open circuit somewhere. We have an open circuit for marker lights. No marker lights working whatsoever. Nothing. Okay, so we'll figure out what's going on with that. We got right turn though. We got left turn. Reverse lights are good, and might as well do brake lights. Same wire as the left turn, right turn, but we got to figure out why his marker lights are not working. Could it be the plug? Why not seat it in all the way? No, it's just not working. Okay, we'll tear that down, see what's going on with that. Well, let's get this trailer up in the air. I have the jack stand. His jack's off the ground. Never trust those things if you're working on your boat or you're on your boat trailer. Always put a jack under the front. Those things like to fold. We have passenger side up in the air. Everything's good. The seal that blue is on right here. Doesn't actually look too bad. So new seal, brake clean, get everything cleaned up. Wheel is off. This is the one that, yeah, got a little greasy. No big deal, we clean it. Front passenger's off. Nice and free spinning. Let's get these things tore down. I got the calipers off. All the grease has turned to just liquid. That's why it's probably why his seal on that backside broke. Cleaning it up, it's just like warm peanut butter. I'm gonna grab one of my catch buckets and I'll put the rotor in there and then start cleaning. The grease just smells putrid, but yeah, it's just running and just got super liquid. Good. Let's clean these bad boys out. This is the one that had the seal broke, so brake clean it. Wipe it down, make sure that the brake surface itself doesn't have a bunch of oil, and then do the best I can to get the oil out of there. Hub and rotors are clean. This one was the dirty one. I took as much as I could off of that, but just brake clean and rags can only do so much. But brake surface is super clean, outside super clean. I have the caliper mounting bolts with blue Loctite on them, just waiting for that to dry and set just a little bit more. I'm gonna pack these hubs up and get them installed back on the trailer. We got passenger side all cleaned up. I cleaned up the caliper, cleaned up the brake shoes. Brake shoes were fine, it just had a little bit of grease over the top of it. So brake clean, wipe down the caliper. Yeah, I wiped down the rotor. I'm gonna put the rotor on again and then just spin it and brake clean it. These are golden. New grease that doesn't look like liquid. We got our washer going on. Spindle nut. Oh, yeah. Tighten down. Like little pucks of grease coming out of the grease port. Or tight. Free spinning. Index it to the open side. And cotter key. Cotter key is installed. Passenger side rear. Putting the vault cap back on. Nice and sealed. What am I missing? Here we go. That's good and that's on there. Let's do the front. Passenger side front is on. Cotter key is installed. New cap going on. Got some pressure, back pressure for it. Good. Let's get these calipers on. And I've got bolts with blue Loctite on them. Come on. Collapse the caliper. Passenger side done. Calipers are all on. Bolts are blue Loctited. They're on. Everything's on there. Brake pads look great. Front and back. New bearings and seals, new grease on this side. Putting tires on. And then I'm going to go through and bleed the brakes after I get done with the driver's side. I love how these vaults say no service required. Never believe that. There's always service required on boat trailer hubs. I don't know why they do that. I got passenger side all back together. I'm taking apart driver's side now. Driver's side is on. Cotter key on the front is on. Cotter key on the rear is on. I'm gonna pound the dust caps. Front is on. Rear is on. Good, let's get these calipers on. Front caliper is on. Rear caliper is going on. I got the bolts with blue Loctite. Why do these keep rolling off? Just stay where I put you. Thank you. Gotta collapse that one again. All right, calipers are on. All fluid has been flushed, so it's nice and clean. I'm gonna pump the brakes a couple times, make sure it works, make sure calipers are closing. Every single caliper has been bled. There's just a little bit of bad fluid in there in the lines itself. So I'm gonna pump, make sure the calipers expand. You got good pressure, really good pressure. Perfect. See if we're touching on the backings. And yes, everything's touching. Everything's closed up. Slight rubbing. Perfect. Just go check the other ones. Yep, slightly on there, slightly on there. Perfect. I'm gonna open the bleeder again just to get the fluid in the front down a little bit. Open that up and bring the level of fluid to a reasonable level. I think we're okay. Perfect. Cap going back on. Brakes are bled. I gotta see why this marker light's not working. It says open circuit on my test bed. So there's a broken wire somewhere. Just gotta find it. Alright, I'm not retarded. Let's go. Oh, maybe I am. There we go. Not retarded. Good. Cap on, brakes work. Oh, I can test brakes too. Oh, I need to close that. That would have been bad. Bleeder valve is closed. Good. Good. That's some nasty fluid in there. Brakes are free spinning. Free spinning. Breakaway. Engage. So brakes should be on. Yep, brakes are working. Brakes are working. Go back, release the breakaway. Breakaway released. Front, free spinning. Rear, free spinning. Golden. Let's figure out why these wires aren't working. Alright, it is not the connection. I got 12 volt going directly in to the ground and 12 volt directly going onto the pin because I thought the pin might have been bad. I'm gonna drop this down. I need to release that. Okay, it looks like a 7/8 or a 1 inch. Now we got the connector. Let's see if this works. Gotta go to ground here. Crackers, come on. Ground is in. Running lights are in. Just need to clip this ground. There we go. There we go. I just had it. I even open circuit. I just saw it work. What if this housing went bad? Thank you. Okay. Connection is not bad. Let me grab my other tester. This one might be a little too sensitive. Yeah, this box is a little too sensitive. This is just straight power, so we got good power all the way through. So let's see if it's this side of the harness. Connectors look good. Wires look good. That's all shrunk wrap. Where's the marker? There it is. I'm just gonna cut that and see if the lights work. Alright, lights work when I go directly to the wire. I think it might be this harness. If it's this harness, I'm just gonna strip it, butt connector it. Yeah, all lights work now. Yeah. 3 LEPRs working. Good. Let's test the opposite side. Plug in the 7-way and then test the back side of it. I think that's the issue. So I'm not getting any power to tail lights. I am plugged in, yes. Oh, I'm getting power now. Is it this plug? Could be that plastic piece holding the plug back. Looks like it got hot. Let's clean this up, see if that's it. And shrink wrap and butt connectors. That's hot. And butt connectors are shrunk wrap. Tuck everything back up into the frame. To this side, back up into the frame. I'm gonna have to go to the back and pull. Oh, nope. It's going. Good, solid. All wires are tucked back up into their spots. Yeah, this trailer's done. New bearings and seals, new grease. I cleaned the back rotor. Back passenger side had a seal blowout. So clean the caliper, clean the rotor, clean the hub, clean the brake pads because the brake pads just had a little bit on them. They weren't soaked. So cleaned all that up. I re-bled all his brakes. He's got new fluid in his lines. Checked to make sure all the brakes work. Checked his lights. The reason why his lights were not working initially is because the plug just had a little piece of plastic covering the terminal. So fix that, clean that. Lastly, I need to torque the lug nuts. Let's go 110. Good, front passenger side is good. Rear passenger is good. There is a cotter key on the ground. And that's why we check. Going to the front. Rear driver is good. And front driver is good. This trailer is done.